What's the big old deal? YouTube is Big Smooth back with another one. Back with some something new about a story I've been wanting to do. You know? Story about a dude named Inglewood Jimmy. I once snooped from the penitentiary. Inglewood Jimmy was like an imitation Debo. Always coming through with the fake aggression, you know, always with the demeanor, the extras, all the theatrics. That's what you call it, the theatrics. Oh, Inglewood Jimmy. Inglewood Jimmy was a big fella. He was about every bit of 6'1", 6'2", 280 to 300 pounds, depending on what season it was. You know, if it was snowfall, he might be in the 210 range or something, running around with no beard, Inglewood Jimmy I considered him a friend of mine, cool, confidant or whatever, From time to time, he was all right, but he was somebody I knew was jealous of me and the other people around, because he had life or he was doing football numbers. He was one of the ones in prison, in prison, you got lifers and you got people that's going home. And he was a lifer. And me and my people was going home. We made it home. So when we used to talk about things we was gonna do once we got out here, he was the type where you couldn't really conversate around like that. He was a killjoy. He didn't want to hear all that, And sometimes he'll just straight up tell you, man, I don't want to hear all that, man. I ain't got a date. I don't want to hear all that. And I ain't never seen him try to go get a date either, though, Oh, Inglewood Jimmy. I asked about old Inglewood Jimmy just recently, and I had some bad news. I've been hearing bad news, He was one of the ones that was in the way. You got the in the way niggas, and you got the niggas in the cut trying to run the play niggas, He was in the way. He always wanted to know what's going on. What y'all do? What y'all? Chill, nigga, kick back, nigga. He was always bringing attention because he was extra. Police probably watched him everywhere he go, he draw that much attention. He ended up drawing so much attention from the police one day. He ended up knocking the bitch. Man. He knocked her and didn't even know what to do with her. First run was a dry run. So dry he got high run. High and dry. High and dry. And ended up on suicide watch. Cut all his clothes up. Cut all his hair off his face. Cut all his fingernails off. Just had a complete whack attack. A meltdown. An Amy Winehouse moment. How you a lifer stumble upon $1 million opportunity. An opportunity that could possibly help you with your appeal. Help you get some freedom, put some respect on your name, get you back home. Man. Some people just don't deserve The opportunities they be getting, they be in the way though. You know, but what's yours is gonna be yours though. At the time, I wasn't worried about no female in there. Shit, I was worried about freedom. That's why I got it, and I've been keeping it. All right. But I just told you about Inglewood Jimmy, about him and the CEO and closed the episode he had. That happened back in about 2022. Got the scoop on that. Coming through layover. Fresh out the whole Lancaster State Prison. That was about 3 years ago. Now today, I just asked about him. And I heard from a very reliable source that he got the brakes. And everything else beat off of him. They say the man laid his head down on the book and let him down easy, like the Isley brothers. Let him down easy. Mm-mm-mm. Removed the shoes, massaged his feet, threw the shoes on the wire, completely disrespected him, and left the man to sleep it off. And when he slept it off, he DJ'd Westside walked it out. That's why you can't be running around the yard acting hard, you know? You're not really being like that, especially without a knife and with a life sentence and nothing to lose. Check on your people, man. They in there high and dry and don't know why. Shoes hanging up on the thing somewhere. They just sleeping it off, hanging out with Tweety Bird. But yeah, though, that's the word, though. It's Big Smooth. I'm back in action. Go on and like, share, subscribe. Keep hope alive. And keep doing what you've been doing. Because it might be working.